Hello everyone, welcome back to Alone in the Dark. I was gonna play Alan Wake 2, but apparently that update for the DLC is mandatory, which means you cannot play the game until you install it. And come on, I'm not waiting 60 minutes to install that thing so I can play the game, so we're gonna play that next time, and we're gonna go back to this. Yeah, I wanted to do Alan Wake first just because it's been so long, but I don't have the time right now to wait for an update, so we're gonna continue on our merry way here. So last time we left off, what's this? It's an hourglass? We'd found one of our old friends, and apparently the streets are filled with Swamp Thing zombies. Preserved reptile? I'm not even gonna try to say that word. It's one of our collectibles. But I am not even gonna try to pronounce it. That thing is just way beyond my grasp. What's in the crate? Or chest? Nothing? Oh, look at all the ancient mask. So is this guy supposed to be a witch doctor? Like a voodoo witch doctor? Joe's fabric, coat, and costume specialist. Please visit us at St. Denis Street. Wonder if we're gonna go there. Oh, look at them, they're still right there.
Are you staying here?
For a while. Want to see if Jeremy shows up.
Your sister. She also works at Dorsetto?
Yeah, she the one who got us job.
Be careful, okay?
You said it, miss.
Okay, so that's obviously the end of the dialogue tree over there. Guess we better put this back. Just in case they manage to break into the shop, they can't get him. So we broke our melee weapon, which means we gotta find another one because we don't have nearly enough bullets to kill all those guys.
Emily couldn't understand where she was, but it felt like a waking dream. Baptiste, who she vaguely remembered from her past, claimed to work as an orderly at Dorsetto. He was also looking for Jeremy, and seemed to imply that he was chasing him through Jeremy's own mind. Maybe this wasn't Emily's dream, but Jeremy's, and she was trapped inside somehow. Baptiste suspected that Jeremy was in some control due to a talisman that he had been given by a Miss Jackson, a name Emily recalled to be one of the many voodoo witch doctors in the French Quarter. In hope to find a way back to Dorsetto, Emily set out to find Miss Jackson's place.
I like the accents. I wish I could visit the French Quarter one day, but Louisiana is a bit of a mess right now. It's a no-go zone right now. Too much messiness there. Too much bullshit to bother going over there, even without the heat. And the heat is already a big obstacle. I cannot handle hot temperatures at all. I'm trying to see where we're supposed to go. Your map is of no use here. Yeah, because we're in the freaking shop. But where are we supposed to go? Okay, we gotta find Miss Jackson. How are we gonna handle those swamp thing monsters? What do we get anyway? Is there any way we can see our inventory? Nope. Yeah, how do we bring up our inventory? I already forgot. It's been only a few days. I already forgot how to play the game. I'm playing too much Bloodborne. Again. Okay, so melee's R1, we shoot with R2. I want to see the inventory. Investigation, pause menu. We have the flashlight. I guess we don't have much anyway besides just the booze and the gun, so there's no need right now. Gotta find another melee weapon for that guy. Oh shit, there's a new one. I think we're on the right track. Oh shit, we got a whole menagerie after us. God damn. Damn. There's too many arena freaking. Get my way, fool. Get here, quick. Shut that fucking door.
Miss Jackson's place. Let's see if we can find out more about Jeremy's talisman.
Well, that's BS. You can't shut the door. Damn, that sucks. We missed all those items down there. Wonder if it shuts on its own. Oh, there it is. Ooh. That was a close one. We had like 5 monsters on us all at once. God damn. They're still out there, which means when we find whatever we're looking for here, we're gonna have to go back out there. More booze. Everybody's favorite medicine, right? Liquor. Alcohol. We know it was Jack Torrance's favorite medicine. In The Shining. That's how he got through the day. I'd be interested to learn about voodoo too. Real voodoo, not the film version, because it sounds like a pretty interesting religion.
It looks exactly like Jeremy's talisman.
Hey, we got a trophy. In between there are doors. An old talisman shaped over centuries. The engraving numbers to be less than 100 years old, but the base could be from antiquity. The polished black sunstone in the middle has a glass finish and occasionally gives the impression of hiding a picture within itself. Kind of looks like the medallion Indiana Jones had in Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know, the one that helped him find the Ark with 2 pieces. Kind of looks a bit like that. Let me just look over the controls again. Okay, so we do sprint with the pressing the left trigger. I was holding it down, but for some reason it wasn't responding. We dodge with Circle, stealth is triangle, square reload. We have a flashlight too. Should we even try to go back out there? Oh, I guess we gotta place it in there. And it'll send us back to the mansion, but I'm not through with this place just yet. Guessing we don't have that key yet. Do we? That has no handle. See, I want to see if you can actually go in here, or if this is just a glitch. Because nothing's happening when I'm pressing X. I guess we don't have the key just yet. Might it be somewhere else? Might it be downstairs? See, I know that's going to take us right back to the manor, but that's where I don't want to go just yet. Maybe should I even try to take out one of them just to see what happens? Do it a little stealthy. Oh, goddamn, he is right outside the door. Fuck. I think we're gonna have to come back because we don't have the ammo to get rid of him. Oh, you have... Oh, damn, you have both of them. Yeah, there's no way you can make it. We don't have nearly enough ammo for this. We gotta go back and find some, find something. A pipe, an axe, something else. More bullets. So, yeah, we just don't have all the... We don't have the necessary firepower to get whatever's down there just yet. So I guess we might as well just head to the... Just head to the mansion. Yeah, I'm guessing we don't have the key for this because it's not responding. Yeah, let's just head back to the manor then. We don't have nearly enough time. I mean, nearly enough resources to get all that
I think it's
crap.
meant to hold the talisman.
You think? Oh, we gotta rotate it? So it is like the frickin',
I'm not sure what numbers I should use. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
it is like the frickin' talisman for the Wall of Souls. Now, where would that be? Oh, here we go. Not where I want to be there. Let's start. 358. Okay, so you got a 3 below. Then another one's a 5, and then you have an 8.
Talisman with black sunstone. An ancient navigational tool found inside a cheniere along the Bayou Tonk. The old grave was uncovered by oil riggers and said to have unleashed a vagabond devil that massacred its finders.
3 numbers are needed to span a bridge between the scapes of dream and memory, according to Stein. Not where I want to be, but it's a start. 358.
The voice acting is really good for the memo entries. Okay, so it's 358. So let's see. Okay, so yeah, one quarter opens up the apartment itself, or the shop, whatever. Then the other two opens up the clerk's office at the mansion. Then for the library. Okay, so we do have to find the other key. Okay, so the big one is 3. I'm fairly certain it's 3. I'm fairly certain this one's 5. There we go. I think that might be it. Let's see. Oh no, it's out of order. There we go. Perfect. There it is, our portal back to the mansion.
What's that picture in the glass? Where is that?
Wish we had a pipes. Oh, it opened by itself. Nice. Wish we had a pipe so we could beat the hell out of that monster over there. But yeah, we just don't. We don't have anything, and there's 3 of them. So we're not gonna be able to do it. Welcome back, Fred. I'm sure we gotta come back to that
you
area.
again, Miss Hartwood. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. She also alerted me that you brought a detective with you. I'm very curious to hear what this is all about.
That's insane. You just crossed like
You
5 city
don't
blocks
remember
through a
me,
door.
do you, Miss Hartwood? We met at your family's house in the Garden District when your uncle was about to be admitted under my care.
No, I remember. Sorry. I'm not really feeling well.
Oh, well, in that case, have a seat. Let me make you a drink. I don't seem to have made much of an impression on you. On the other hand, I can vividly recall you and your parents.
Because of our cheerful disposition, I'm sure.
You are far too intelligent to think that. You come from a joyless family, Miss Hartwood. The only amusement I took from my visit was discovering that the young lady's drink was an old-fashioned.
Very astute. Is that supposed to make you seem attentive or intelligent?
Whatever you prefer. Are you
not-
ready to tell
is
me
he not
why
gonna
you are
comment on the
here,
fact that
Miss
she's all
Hartwood?
dirty?
And why you brought a detective?
I received a letter from my uncle. He seemed certain that he was in danger here. If I find out you're treating him badly, I'll be taking him back with me to New Orleans.
Really? Is he going to live with you in your tiny garçonniere? That would be a spectacular way to ratify your spinsterhood. Because you are well aware that your father would never let him back in his house. No, I have it. Maybe you can bring him back up north. You've been wanting to move back for quite a few years, haven't you? You always preferred your mother's side of the family. Jeremy is free to leave with you. I won't object. However, there is one problem, as you might have learned. He is, in fact, missing.
Do you know where he could have gone?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I have my staff looking for him. I'm sure he will show up eventually, especially if he learns that you are here. He is quite fond of you.
What can you tell me about his condition? I never heard a proper diagnosis. What is your medical opinion of him?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, depressed, even. He suffers from a perceived lack of order in his inner and outer life. He constantly complains about events not presenting themselves according to their divine nature.
In the Dark Man?
Hard to tell if it was ever anything specific. Jeremy uses the Dark Man as a psychological scapegoat to avoid facing the truth that he is in any way at fault.
You don't think there can be any truth to the Dark Man's supernatural existence?
Why would you ask that?
Can
So
we
we
ever
were
be
just in an
sure?
alternate dimension, that's why.
If the Dark Man is some sort of evil presence that is in possession of Jeremy,
Well,
I assure you, any evidence that you experience supporting that claim is purely delusional. Don't get caught up in mass hysteria, Miss Hartwood. You wouldn't want to take your uncle's place in this hospital, would you?
I'll be leaving now, Doctor. I need to keep looking for my uncle.
Do so, Miss Hartwood. I'll let you know if he shows up.
Guy's an asshole. Why do I get the feeling he's the Dark Man? That's just like a facade. That talk about spinsterhood, that just shows why time sucks so bad back then.
Detective Carnby! God, I'm glad to see you. I was afraid you had left.
Me? You're the one who just disappeared.
It's hard to explain. I think I blacked out. It was like I went somewhere else.
It's okay, miss. You're clearly upset.
No, I don't know what's happening.
This is a very stressful situation for you, I understand.
Ugh, no, you don't
Just
understand.
take a deep breath. Why don't you sit down, smoke some of the Perique? If you want, I could even drive you back to New Orleans. I just want to have a talk with Dr. Gray first.
I want to stay. I found a talisman just like the one in the painting. I think I might be able to figure out where Tarawea is, where Jeremy wanted to go.
That's great. Just stay out of trouble, okay? Let me handle the investigation.
I'm not crazy, Detective. Not yet.
Okay, catch you later.
Yeah, some people really want to go back to that time, the 1920s. Man, the 1920s sucked.
If a talisman like this can open up doors between the French Quarter and Derceto, then maybe Jeremy is hiding in some strange other world. Like Tarawea, the place he mentioned in the book. No matter where he is, it's clear that my search won't be limited to Derceto.
Yeah, the 20s sucked, the 30s sucked, the 40s sucked, the 50s, the 60s, even the 70s. I don't know why people want to go back to that time. They sucked for everyone. Even for people who were supposed to benefit from it, you know, because of the race or standing, whatever, it still sucked even for them. Like the whole time period from like the 1920s to like 1977 just sucked like a Hoover. I don't know why the hell you want to go back. Okay, so what do we have to investigate?
Despite making a fool of herself in front of Dr. Gray and Detective Carnby, Emily felt surprisingly invigorated. She felt absolutely sure that it was her manipulation of the talisman that had brought her back to Derceto. Jeremy mentioned 2 items in his commonplace book that somehow connected him to 2 more dreams, or whatever they should be called. If Jeremy had 2 more worlds open to him, then maybe he would hide there if he was scared. Or maybe he found a way to Tarawea, the place Jeremy so desperately wanted to visit. Excited to follow up on her clues, Emily set out to find the old clock and the boiler.
What's Tarawea? Is it like some type of ancient city, or it's just a regular place? So we gotta find the astronomical clock. Gotta find the boiler. Let's stick with what Perosi knows. So which do we tackle first? I guess the astronomical clock. Got different places we can go. So where are we now? We're at the reception. Got the treatment room, doctor's office. Yeah, that so-called psychologist is obviously in on the whole thing. I just don't know if he's the dark man or if he's just a servant. He could just be a plain old cultist.
Saw you notice in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you want to try to stop the steam pouring out. Be careful.
Take a valve from the wine cellar. Okay, so we gotta search for a valve.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is DeSeto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative work is handled by me, Paul Waits. Magdalena Thompson, or Mags, is responsible for the household. Jean-Baptiste and Charlotte Tabois are responsible for keeping the guests' medical regimens in check. Finally, Jack Chance is our gardener, who can occasionally be seen in the conservatory, but is for the most part busy outside. There are currently 6 guests at DeSeto. Malcolm McCarthy and Ruth Tallant reside on the first floor. Jeremy Hartwood, Elisabetta Perosi, Grace Saunders, and of course Cassandra Beauregard live on the second floor.
So Perosi's the little girl, right? Or is that someone else? Give that key. Room number 6. Got another collectible. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that again.
Looks sturdy. Doubt I'll be opening this.
Too bad we don't have a stethoscope like in Tormented Souls, right? We could crack that easily.
Looks sturdy. Doubt I'll be opening this.
Alright, I get you. Damn, that's a lot of files.
Cassandra Beauregard, the beloved author. Very exciting, isn't it? What do you want to put down for reason for admission?
What her agent told us. Cassandra suffers from writer's block and needs to finish her moving picture script before the end of June. Mr. Chardot suggests Cassandra's heavy use of barbiturates is holding her back and risks ruining her career.
And how should we summarize her personal history?
Let's keep it short. Cassandra Beauregard is a beloved crime author who managed to pull herself out of poverty and into stardom. 5 years ago, she tried killing herself by jumping off a balcony. The incident left her a cripple, and now relies heavily on her wheelchair.
And for diagnostic impressions?
Cassandra suffers chronic back pain following her suicide attempt. She self-administers morphine to keep herself ambulant, but has become addicted and the desired effect is now lost. The drug abuse clouds her mind, and she is unable to focus on real life. To save herself from this insight, she instead makes up stories to fill out the gaps in her own thought process, resembling the Korsakoff syndrome.
Oh, bravo, Doctor. How will you treat her?
First of all, she needs to be weaned from her drug addiction, and hopefully it will resolve her compulsive lying. Then look into permanently numbing her pain in her back through surgery. Finally, deal with her suicidal thoughts.
Fantastic. With such a short time before June, I really hope she gets better soon.
We will do what we can.
Surgery for pain back in the 1930s. I'm not sure about that. I don't think that that's going to go well. What about Grace Saunders? Oh no, Grace Saunders is the little girl.
Grace Saunders, 11 years old. Reason for admission?
The mother insists on strict supervision by a proper gentleman to avoid further perversion of Grace's adolescence.
Personal history?
Grace's family possesses modest wealth and status. Her childhood seems ordinary, spending most of her time with private teachers and family friends. Grace's father recently passed away, leaving her mother the sole caregiver.
And diagnostic impressions?
Grace has trouble dealing with her father's death. She is willingly suppressing her feelings on the matter and isn't properly acknowledging the trauma she suffered.
Any planned treatment?
Grace needs nothing out of the ordinary. She simply needs parental guidance. Eventually, we can work on her feelings toward her father.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll finish the paperwork and get her installed.
I wonder if they're going to do a similar thing in the Silent Hill 2 remake. Like have actual people read out the memos. That would save you a lot of time. And it would also be interesting to hear some actual voices from the town speaking the notes to see what they sound like. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know if they'd actually do it or not, but it would be a good idea. Got Malcolm McCarthy's next.
Malcolm McCarthy, 54 years of age. Reason for admission?
McCarthy admitted himself to Dorsetto, stating simply that he needs some damn rest.
And personal history.
McCarthy claims he used to work as a lawyer in Baton Rouge, but says he can't go into details because of some legal dispute. His background remains largely a mystery, except for the occasional clue that he drops in conversation.
Huh. And diagnostic impressions?
McCarthy is an anxious man and an alcoholic. He often tells half-truths due to some deep-seated inability to trust other people.
And how will you treat that?
McCarthy will take some time to open up. Spending time with Jack's dog or the child should be good for him. Their harmless nature will help build his sense of trust.
Thank you, Doctor.
So he's been there even longer. He's been there since 1929. Elisabetta Perosi. Okay, so this is the one we have to find.
Elisabetta Perosi, 33 years old? What should I put down as reason for admission?
Well, Perosi broke into Dorsetto and was found wandering the grand parlor. She was confused and suffered partial amnesia. She insisted she belonged here and offered to pay for her stay.
Right. What do you make of her story?
Perosi claims to have been a member of the Astarte artist colony some 20 years ago. A claim that seems contrafactual due to her young age. She looks to be and even thinks she is 33 years of age. That would make her a child at the time. It seems fair to say that Perosi's story is untrue, deliberately so or not.
Diagnostic impressions? Do you have anything?
Perosi's story is peculiar because she retracted her story about the artist colony. She no longer claims to be the same person as Elisabetta Perosi. However, my staff's research has confirmed there was a Perosi at that time who was in her early 30s.
I suppose this case will take some time to investigate. How will you go about it?
I wanted to contact the real Perosi, but it seems the whole colony disappeared one night. September 29th, 1915, during a hurricane. I will have to take it slow and figure out what this spell of impersonation could have been.
Oh, I'm sure it will all clear up eventually. Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, that's no hurricane. Something cultish happened there. Something related to the mansion. That's no hurricane.
Ruth Tallant, 29 years of age. Reason for admission?
Ruth's father wishes that his daughter be removed from New Orleans nightlife for the foreseeable future. He fears that her overly free spirit is tarnishing the family's reputation.
Sounds simple enough. Personal history?
Ruth comes from considerable wealth. Her family owns several hotels and restaurants. Unlike the rest of the family, her sense of adventure has taken her around the world, including France during the Great War as a photojournalist. The last decade, she has provoked many rumors of being a debauched flapper, bordering on nymphomania.
And diagnostic impressions?
Despite her father's frivolous reasons for her to be admitted, Ruth does seem to provide an interesting case. She is refreshingly open and doesn't shy away from talking about her life during the war or her continuous celebration after returning to the States. She is admittedly a sexual deviant and feels no remorse.
And her treatment plan?
Simply staying at Dorsetto should do wonders for Ruth. If not, at least for her family's reputation. Ruth doesn't need to change, but with therapy I might be able to share with her some sympathy towards her family. I doubt she will settle down and become as dull as the rest of them, but at least she might try to be more discreet in the future.
Good God, debauchery? Come on. That's also one reason why you don't want to go back to that time period, because believe it or not, back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, your own family could have you committed if they just didn't like your lifestyle. Like if they wanted you to settle down with some man who was abusive and a piece of shit and you didn't want to, they could literally commit you for no reason whatsoever if you're a woman. And even if you're a man, even if you just showed signs of not living the approved lifestyle people wanted to, they could commit you at force. You know, involuntarily against your will. That's definitely one reason why you do not want to go back
All the patient files except
to
for
that time.
Jeremy's.
They could even commit you like if you didn't want to quit smoking, which, yeah, like imagine, yes, smoking is unhealthy, nobody should smoke, but imagine somebody being able to actually commit you to an insane asylum or some other type of facility just because you smoke. That's the type of crap they would do back then. Oh, you want to have this person who drinks too much, commit them to an asylum. Oh, you have this woman who doesn't marry the one. This woman doesn't want to marry the man we chose for her, commit her to an asylum. Oh, this girl wants to live independent, she wants to have her own job and her own apartment. No, commit her to an asylum. Like literally, they could send you to an asylum for any reason whatsoever. Nobody would question it. So you had the state hospitals full of people who weren't mentally ill at all. They were just there as victims, sorry, can't speak tonight. Either of their own families or their own jobs or their bosses. You know, they were there because someone else had them committed and they couldn't say no. So yeah, you definitely would not want to live during that time period. You basically got to be like a boring drone, the same as everyone else, same as every other every other boring drone in England or the United States, or how they could have you committed. No individuality accepted.
I need the key.
At all. That's locked. Okay, so we cannot open it just yet. Yeah, times were horrible back then, man. Like I said, I don't know why anybody would want to go back.
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the clock. They have been sabotaged, and I think I know who did it. They have something to do with Jeremy's episodes and how he seems to disappear at night. Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces. I want to find out if I can repair the plates. Let me know if you find any of them. Lottie.
Tell Lottie to take a look at the well in the kitchen garden.
Alright, so we gotta head to the garden. Yeah, man, times were tough and horrible back then. You do not want to live back then. Now you have all these fucking fools trying to bring back the whole country, take it back to like the 40s or 30s. Like, you're out of the goddamn fucking mind. You're out of your goddamn mind. Treatment room. Should we go in there or not? Nah, because I think the doctor's still in there. And so is, what's his name? We'll leave them alone for now. Okay, so that's locked. McCarthy's room. Let's see if we can get there. All those people are going to be dead by the end of the game, aren't they?
I need the key.
Okay, so that's locked. I think we might have to go upstairs. Let's see. First floor, second floor, ground floor. Should we go to the kitchen garden first or go upstairs? Like, where's the here's the door. Oh yeah, so the library is the other place we have to visit. Oh, which one is that? It's one of the patients. Oh, she looks nice. Is that the free spirit one? See, look at that. Our girl's a smoker. Her family literally could have had her committed for that. They could have had her committed just for that, just for smoking in that time period.
Good evening, Miss Hartwood. That is your name, isn't it? I would be terribly embarrassed if it wasn't.
You're right. Emily Hartwood, Jeremy's niece. Nice to meet you.
Ruth Tallant. Is that Perique you're smoking? How terribly quaint.
Maybe so, but I like it.
Would you care to share some? That smell is making me feel very nostalgic.
Oh, that's a little suggestive right there. Oh, look at that painting.
Is it all that you hope for?
I enjoy your light mockery, Miss Hartwood. I can tell we would make great friends.
How flattering. Too bad you're locked up in this place.
Your insincerity is really refreshing. I wish you were mad as I am. Then you could stay.
Give it a few years and I might just be. Lunacy is one of my family's few privileges.
Oh, good. I'll be looking forward to it.
Remember encyclopedias? The
You don't know
actual
anything
physical
about what happened to
encyclopedias?
Jeremy, do you?
Everyone here is really strange, and it's hard to know what to make of anything you hear. Occasionally, it sounds quite exciting, though. Good versus evil and all that. I'm sorry, but I don't think I have anything useful to share.
It doesn't matter. Thank you for the much-needed break.
Bon voyage.
I always wanted one of those, the Encyclopedia Britannica. Never got it. Before, when you didn't have the internet, you actually had to look stuff up in books, believe it or not. You had all these huge volumes, 32 volumes, 40 volumes, just full of stuff that nobody knew about, or that very few people knew about.
Emily felt surprised by how much she enjoyed the company of Ruth. There was something familiar and friendly about her, like they were old friends that simply forgot about each other.
Yeah, that's the Free Spirit one. Lost Plantations of Louisiana.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana. Thierry Bricklow, 1917.
Damn, that's a lot of
Gaslighting was a
text.
small plantation on the eastern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The land was considered difficult for industry and was sold for only $30 to Elijah Pickford in 1818. Pickford employed hundreds of workers from nearby New Orleans to clear the woods and build a small plantation mansion facing the lake with a striking Greek Revival temple facade. Derceto kept a modest production of Perique tobacco and indigo that persisted up till the Civil War. During the antebellum era, Derceto was the source of many rumors concerning voodoo and witchcraft. People who traveled the lake reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. On June 17, 1862,
Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain in order to seize control of Derceto and free the slaves working there. The captain was surprised to find the workers fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Pickford reportedly tried to placate the raiders, but was shot in the confusion. Captain Norton left the mansion burning and retreated to his ships with his men. Derceto was left in ruins for several decades. The ownership of the land was long disputed and returned to the Ledoux family in 1901. Several police reports were filed during the following years as the Ledoux tried to get rid of a camp of squatters on their land. The police made several visits to remove the trespassers, but the people kept returning. On November 1st, 1907, Inspector Leras of the police charged a deadly attack in order to save several children kidnapped by the squatters. Many were killed, and even more were jailed. The following year, Ledoux rebuilt Derceto, incorporating the surviving stone foundation and adding a magnificent wrought iron conservatory. The farmland had been reclaimed by the surrounding woods, so it was no longer profitable to use as a plantation. Instead, the house was turned into an artist's colony. The Astarte Artist Colony was a successful group of artists, including figures such as painter Heinrich Cassel and poet Nora Keith. The group was also known for their beloved Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain. On September 29, 1915, a tropical hurricane tore through Louisiana, causing Lake Pontchartrain to flood New Orleans. Due to the remote location of Derceto, it took almost 2 weeks for outsiders to learn that the artist's colony was abandoned. The 12 residing artists had all vanished without a trace. The empty mansion of Derceto still stands on the shore of Lake Pontchartrain, with much of its temple facade intact. The Ledoux family currently has no intention of repairing the house.
It's a funny thing, while I was listening to that reading of that long memo, I thought I saw a spider fall from the ceiling. Something dark just fell and crashed. Oh shit, it is a fucking moth. Hold on a minute, let me deal with this. God damn, we got actual monsters inside now. Alright, it's been dealt with, and it was not a moth or a spider, it was an actual fucking silverfish. Apparently it was crawling all along the ceiling and just fell down right in front of me. Because our house is very close to some grass outside from the yard and the side, so they get in all the time during summer, and they grow pretty big and they will climb up anything. You know, if you're not careful, they will climb up on you. So here we are talking about monsters in the game. Got actual monsters trying to get into the house over here. God damn. Can't have a moment's peace, can we? So we still gotta find the clock, the boiler, and Perosi, and the well. Is there anything else in here? What's in here? The conservatory. I think that should have the clock, right? Oh, hell yeah, we got a fire poker.
It's wet shut.
Is that a shotgun? Oh, hell yeah, give me that. Oh, it's locked? Can we just break open the glass? Yeah, we can just smash it, right? Yeah, how do we change the weapons again? Aw, oh, damn it, did not mean to do that shit. Well, we did kind of need it. We were low on health anyway, but still, I wanted to... So we cannot get that just yet, for what it looks like. We just shoot it? Wonder what happens if we shoot it. Nope. Nothing. We just wasted a bullet. God damn.
What is going on here?
Got freaking bats.
Everything's back to normal.
Was not expecting that. There we go, the kitchen garden. Let's see what we can find there.
Iawesaki nante mwen, mpramisaki nante mwen, men le anjeni man yo deshena. What are you doing sneaking around? You almost scared me to death.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb your ritual. I wouldn't have guessed voodoo was in practice at a place like this.
The doctor may be all about science, but I know these roots have power.
You know what's going on here? I have a feeling Derceto is cursed.
There are several players with stakes in this game. Derceto isn't cursed or blessed. It's a battleground. And it would all be a lot better if you could get your uncle out sooner than later.
That's all I'm trying to do.
I wish you the best of luck, Miss Harwood. I really mean that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to look after my gumbo.
Yeah, that's not suspicious. So what battle is it that they're talking about? Is it funny how every game since Resident Evil 7, if you're a horror game, has to have a bolt cutter?
Worked.
Bolt cutters are everywhere now. Yeah, let's get that axe. I guess you can only hold one melee weapon at a time. Yeah, that was the first place I saw the bolt cutters in Resident Evil 7. Now they're everywhere. So we got that. Oh yeah, we can fix this ladder. So where else do we need to go?
The housekeeper buried something in the flower patch beneath one of Dr. Gray's windows. She was singing in some Creole language, performing a peculiar bourgeois voodoo ritual. Certainly not an unfamiliar sight in the French Quarter, but voodoo had never felt this bitter to Emily.
So it says investigate the well. Where's the well? I don't see it. Oh, it's over there. I see it now.
What's that?
Mummified cat. Like the one in Silent Hill 4?
This can't be.
The one that was wrapped in bandages? Okay, so there's something down there that we need to get.
It's another piece of broken plate.
So we need something to pull it back up. Like a rope or something. Oh yeah, or a connecting hose so we can flood the area and then just have the water raise the buckets. Okay, so we gotta find some way to connect that. What were the other two objectives? Okay, so we investigated that. Gotta find the astral clock and the boiler. The hell? Yeah, I thought maybe it might flood the area by itself, but we need another piece of the hose to be able to flood that. Let's go see what that was in there. Oh, it's locked. How would we get in there? So that is locked. We gotta go back up. So you gotta go through the kitchen and then to the servant's stairs. Or we can go through here. This'll work. Actually, no, it won't. It's not open. Nope. So that's stuck like that. She's gone. So that's the water closet. That's another name for what they call the bathroom. I don't hear it used too often nowadays, except for like really small bathrooms, like in the basement or attic or stuff like that. You certainly don't use it for regular bathrooms. It's just the really tiny ones that only have like a toilet and a sink. Those are what they call water closets, because they're not full baths. Oh, there we go. There's a boiler room.
What's that stain? Looks like some kind of rot.
You know, Mr. Waits, I saw a piece of the plate that Liza broke. I think she's been hiding them. She's not very good at it. She just chucked it into the little room with all the tools behind the boiler. I left it there. I didn't want to embarrass her by picking it up while she was looking. We went upstairs instead and played backgammon. I let her win, because she's so unhappy. The piece looked like the one on display in Cassandra's room. You know about that one already, right? Or is your eyesight really that fuzzy? I hope you don't feel bad about your glasses. You only look stupid when you squint. Maybe if you had more eyes, you would see these things. I wish you had all the eyes you needed. Your best and favorite guest, Grace.
Damn. That little girl does not hold back. She just tore that guy apart. She doesn't hold back at all.
There's something missing.
Oh yeah, so we still need the valve to turn this
It's
off.
another one of those plates for the talisman. It's also broken and missing some pieces.
So we gotta replace the missing valve and repair the decorative plate. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we gotta do. We still gotta find the clock. Okay, so we've been through this area already. I don't think we need to go back. Gotta get upstairs.
I need the key.
Okay, so that door is still locked.
It's wet shut.
So that was the door we couldn't open. We do not have the key for this one. Yeah, so we have no choice. We have to go back to the main area and go upstairs to the main hall because we don't have anything else. That looks like a puzzle. Because there's I think that's the Astro Clock. I was about to say the Astro Clock Tower like Bloodborne. No, I think that's the Astro Clock.
This must be the clock mentioned in the common plate. This looks like the thing that held the talisman in the French Quarter, but it's broken and missing some pieces.
So we gotta repair that one too. God damn, everything's broken.
The old clock was an intricate machine with eccentric astronomic motifs, but nothing appeared particularly unusual to Emily. But then she discovered a large decorative plate that reminded her of Miss Jackson's ritual bench, where she had configured the talisman to open the door back to Desetto. The clock's plate had unfortunately been sabotaged, but if she could piece the plate back together, she figured she would be able to repeat the procedure and maybe open up to another world.
I need the key. Jeremy's room. All back to normal.
Emily's here.
Hey, we got a fountain pen. Oh, that unlocks the shotgun cabinet. Also, we need one more of these. And then we can get the shotgun. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, look at that. Weird Tales, the unique magazine. The Devil Plant by John Murray Reynolds. September 1928. So that was where actually Lovecraft published most of his stuff. It was in Weird Tales magazine. So that's where Cthulhu really took shape, in that magazine right there. They had a lot of famous stories from a lot of famous writers, but Lovecraft is probably one of the top ones. And the funny thing is, they weren't even that popular at the time he wrote it. It kind of became this whole mythic series after his death. He didn't really enjoy that much in life, you know. Is that Jack Dempsey? Oh, and look at the other one from that time. Amazing Stories. Stories by H.G. Wells, Jules Verne, and Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah, so those are the two big horror magazines, or sci-fi / horror / fantasy magazine in the 20s and 30s. There was a Weird Tales magazines and Amazing Stories magazine. Amazing Stories was obviously adapted into a series by Stephen King twice, one in the 80s and then one in the early 2000s. I don't think they've ever done a Weird Tales story, but a lot of the stories there have been adapted into episodes of like The Outer Limits and Twilight Zone and lots of other stuff like that. So even though it's never had its own programming, as far as I know, many of the stories that have appeared in that magazine have been adapted to other formats, especially with all the anthology shows. I think even Night Gallery did a couple of them. They did Pigman's Model. They were the first ones to try it, and then last year or the year before, Del Toro did it with his new series Cabinet of Curiosities. But Pigman's Model was originally a Night Gallery episode. That's locked. Here we go. Let's see what's in here.
What a strange but beautiful room.
There should be a Weird Tales anthology series. I'd watch it for sure. Oh, this looks like a freaking complicated puzzle. Oh boy.
The Astarte Artist Colony. I'm pretty sure they had a Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain when I was a child.
Look at that, Elisabetta Perosi. Wasn't she the woman who disappeared?
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Derceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake, until you find the shores of Hali.
I wonder if my black goat, they mean Jeremy. They're the one they're gonna sacrifice.
Are these zodiac signs?
Yeah, I don't think we have the appropriate information to solve that right now. Okay, so we have 1, 11, and 10. So we have 1, 11, 10. So it's Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Oh, I get it, because it's the Greek symbols for numbers instead of actual numbers. So this is 2, but I have no idea what everything else is. Okay, so let's see. That's 2. So I'm guessing this is 1. And what did the note say? Let's see. So it was 1, Aquarius, just 1. And then Scorpio. And then Sagittarius. The thing is, there's not enough numbers on the dial, so how are you supposed to solve it? I wonder what it is. Maybe we just go by symbol instead? So I got 1, which is the waves. We got the upside down M, which is the Scorpio signal. And then we got the arrow. How do we know what's a wave, though? Yeah, I don't recognize any of the other symbols on here. I think this might be a different type of puzzle. Yeah, like I think the solution is for a different one. I don't think the note that we picked up is for that particular puzzle. I think that's for another different one. So what's this? Brian Gunfrey. Philippe J. Curtis.
There's some aggressive looking rot on these paintings.
Complete the shape with the rot on the paintings. Ugh. Oh, I see. No. What the hell just happened?
I did it! I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
So he did go somewhere on his own. So one is Cortez. And the second one would be Argis. And then Castle, Nora Keefe, I don't get how you're supposed to solve this one though. Yeah, I don't get how you're supposed to do this one because one is obviously Aquarius, but then which are the other two numbers? Because there is no M or arrow on the dial, it's just 6 different signs. We don't even have the wave for Aquarius, so I have no idea how you're supposed to do that one. Talk about obscure. I'm trying to see if one of those symbols looks like a wave when it's turned sideways, but so far no luck. You know what, I'm just gonna look it up. I'm just gonna look it up because I have no idea what that puzzle even is. And that is the horoscope puzzle, right? Not a zodiac, it's the zodiac puzzle. I forgot a horoscope is like the prediction. Zodiac is the one that has the symbol representing each month. Oh, okay. So it says you have to look at the names on these here. So you have Argis, Mosaic, and Keith. Okay, here we go. So Argis is 2, Mosaic is 9, and Keith would be 4. So 294. Okay, so we got 294. So the real combination would be got 294. So it would be the hook, Aries, the Omega symbol, Libra, and then the Gemini symbol. No, the Taurus symbol. So it's the hook, the Omega symbol, and then like bicycle handles. So there's the hook, there's the Omega, and then the bicycle symbols. Where are they? Oh, there it is. We got the first one wrong. Hey, we got a piece of the broken plate. There you go. Hell yeah. Ooh. Shit. They're actually coming. The hell is that? Damn, those actually do damage to you. Can we kill them? Let's see. Nope. Nope. We cannot kill them. Confirmed. Freaking worms remind me about Bloodborne. How the blood-sucking worms there will literally they will literally kill you in 2 or 3 hits if you're that careful. The leech worms, you find them near Castle Canehurst. And in the Nightmare Menses, you find those worms that they are just annoying as hell. They're also inside like the rotting undead giants are full of those worms. Those worms could easily kill you in 2 or 3 hits if you're not careful. Alright, we got one piece. We need one more.
I need the key.
Okay, so we need one more, but I think I'm actually gonna save right now, because it is 3:49 a.m. so it's almost 4 a.m. and I have something I want to watch right now. Yeah, I want to finish checking out something on Shudder, but yeah. So we got one part of the plate for the clock mechanism over here. We need another one. We didn't get as much progress done as I would have liked because those memos are hella long. Like, goddamn, I enjoy the voices, I enjoy the accents, but those memos are supremely long. Like, I swear, like, just 15 minutes alone of the entire recording is just hearing the voices reading the memos. So we didn't get as much progress as I'd hoped, but we do have one more piece. We have a shotgun. I mean, not a shotgun, but we have a clue on how to get the shotgun, which is important. And we also have the axe, which is looking pretty damn good. I'm looking forward to trying it out against some of the enemies. The game is proceeding slowly, I will admit. So far, we haven't really seen too many of the monsters or places of the other world. I'm assuming that will change later on. So far, I'm not noticing any performance issues. There was a little bit of a slowdown in a couple of the cutscenes, but other than that, the frame rate looks fine. I'm not noticing any issues. Maybe you should run it on quality mode, trying to get that nice ray tracing, maybe that's where it goes to hell. But so far, performance mode is actually performing pretty good. No pun intended. It works well. I'm intrigued by the story. I'm really curious to know what is going on here. What type of battle between good and evil they're fighting. Because like I said, I was always under the impression that this game was somewhat inspired by Lovecraft stories. But at the same time, once you get into the sequels from Alone in the Dark, it all becomes about the devil and traditional demons and stuff like that. So I'm wondering what route this is going to go here. Like, is it more traditional demon type stuff, like we usually see in movies with the voodoo and stuff like that? Or is it something more otherworldly like Lovecraft? You know, and that type of thing, Eternal Darkness, Cthulhu, that type of story. So I'm really curious to see where it will go. We'll come back to it soon. Probably play either Resident Evil 4 Professional Mode tomorrow, or else Alan Wake 2 if I can get the update installed. But either way, we'll come back to this soon. So far it's nice. Like I wouldn't recommend it at $60 obviously, but at 40 or less, like I picked it up. So far it's okay. I haven't seen any real issues that would cause me to dislike the game so far. I know people hated it in some parts, but I'm wondering if that really was just due to all the glitches and stuff like that. Because if the game has like 90 glitches that needed to be fixed or patched, then yeah, I can see how people's playthrough would have turned hellish if they try to complete the game without those fixes, and you're just stuck in every room in the whole entire mansion. Every room is basically just a soft lock location. I can understand that, but so far it looks pretty okay. What I want to see is once we get deeper into like the whole monsters and alternate dimension type of stuff, I want to see what they throw at us back then. Because so far we've just seen the Swamp Thing monsters. We saw that thing that looks like kind of like a skinned bat. Looks like something straight out of Silent Hill or Dead Space. Remember the bat-like creatures in Dead Space that there's the ones that create the necromorphs, the infectors. That's what it looked like one of those infectors walking on two legs. So I don't know what those do yet because I just ran from all of them, but we saw at least two of them. We're gonna have to try to kill one of them to see exactly what they do. But yeah, we will pick this up again in a couple days. So I know it wasn't the most exciting episode, but I'm hoping we get to see much more of the monsters and alternate dimensions pretty soon. So far we're mainly just running around the mansion, and we took that slight detour to the French Quarter, but nothing's really outrageous has happened so far. Nothing too out there. So I want to see what crazy stuff they throw at us later in the game. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time on Alone in the Dark Remake on the PS5. See you later.